Hi friends, this is Mainak Misra and welcome back to my channel. Today I will discuss with you Hayao Miyazaki's Spirited Away. Hayao Miyazaki's Spirited Away is one of the most important and interesting animated films ever. In the film, Miyazaki takes the viewers to a mystic, adventurous fantasy world, an enchanting world where a 10 years old young girl named Chihiro experiences the world of spirits or kami for the first time in her life. In the world of kami, she gets transformed. She goes through an entire process of metamorphosis. And when she finally returns, she's not that girl again. She's more purified version of her earlier self. This film is not only a story of a young 10-year-old girl lost in the world of spirits. Miyazaki also shows how Japan slowly shifted from traditional Shintoism to a modern, more secular society, Western influenced capitalist modern society. So he draws that parallel metaphorically. Miyazaki always observes children and uses their expressions in his films. His friend's 10-year-old girl, daughter, inspired him to make this film, and they used to visit his family during the summer holidays. However, he does not portray Chihiro's character as a hero. Rather, he portrays her character as a human who is initially afraid and vulnerable before entering the world of Kami. But when she enters there and gets help from Haku, she slowly handles the situation. She loves everybody and gets love in return from everybody. In this film, Miyazaki also raises concern about environment pollution. One of the spirits or kami, the stinking river spirit, comes to the bathhouse, Yubaba's bathhouse, and gets cleaned and gets back its original form. And purification or cleanliness is an essential principle of Shintoism. Through this sequence, Miyazaki indirectly stages his protest against environment pollution. There is no doubt that mankind needs technical and economic advancement, but that should not come at a cost of polluting the environment. And he also shows the trouble of dislocation when children are uprooted from their original place. They struggle to adjust themselves to the new place. However, it is also not possible to stick to us to the same place throughout our lives. We have to go to different places, and then only we will know the world, society, country. So Miyazaki advises us to embrace that change. Change is constant. Change is part of our lives. We cannot avoid it. So when Chihiro is about to return to her parents, Haku warns her not to look back. Miyazaki also advises us not to look back and embrace the change wholeheartedly without looking back. He also shows the impact of surroundings and associations on us. No face is ferocious in the bathhouse and eats a few spirits, but gets changed in front of Chihiro and agrees to work under Zeniba. So there is no absolute good or evil. We act according to our circumstances, surroundings, and association. And the film is heavily influenced by Shintoism. When Chihiro and her parents stop by the tunnel, they see Tori, a gate, beneath a tree, and then they see Hokora, or the houses of the spirits or kami, or dosojins. And there is also a dosojin, or spirit. So viewers can get a feel the impact of Shintoism on the film. And as per Shintoism, everything is a kami or spirit. All natural elements or animals like river, trees, everything. But those elements should follow the principles of Shintoism, and then only they can become kami. The bathhouse, the concept of bathhouse in the film is directly inspired by Shimosuki festival in rural Japan, when the rural Japanese people invoke spirits or kami to bathe in sacred water in their bathhouses. And we see many spirits come there to take bath in sacred water and they get cleansed. So our kokoro or cheerful heart can get polluted, but we can clean our hearts by makoto or sincere duty toward others. We see Chihiro always follows Makoto. She is always helpful to others, listens to others, helps others, and she gets all those in return. That's how we can clean our kokoro or cheerful hearts. There are two main principles of Shintoism: cleanliness or purification, and the worship of the kami or spirits and our ancestors. The way I mentioned earlier, everything is kami, but automatically they all the natural elements or animals can't be transformed into kami. Only when they follow the principles of Shintoism, they can be converted into kami or spirit. And that's why we see that the spirits come to the bathhouse for cleansing, following the principles of Shintoism. So the film is heavily influenced by Shintoism. Miyazaki also shows after World War II, Japan was slowly converting from a traditional Shintoist country to a modern Western influenced secular country. And Japanese people were slowly forgetting the traditional values of Japan, the culture of Japan, the values of Japan. And so Miyazaki draws comparisons in the film. On one side, we see Hokora, Dosojin, all these symbols of Shintoism. And on the other hand, we see the interior of bathhouse, totally Western influenced. Yubaba's costume, lavish, extravagant, luxurious lifestyle. This symbolizes Western influenced culture. So Miyazaki directly shows that, but he shows metaphorically. And his left leaning ideologies are also reflected in the film. You can see the boiler room setup, especially the way suit sprites work there. He draws a comparison how suit sprites work and Yobaba's lifestyle, her costume. He shows the victims and beneficiaries of a capitalist society. And it is very, very clear. Chihiro goes there and then gets transformed. Rural Japanese people believe that children are often spirited away. They get lost in the world of spirits, and when they return, they are already transformed version of their earlier selves. And this film shows that. Miyazaki mostly uses hand written, hand sketched animations, frame by frame in the film. However, he gives enough space in between frames. He doesn't want to overwhelm the viewers with packed actions all the time. And he uses very little animation in the film, CGI animation. So mostly the film is filled with hand sketched animations. Each frame is created with much care, depth, meticulously. And Joe Hisaishi's music, orchestral music, is soothing and touches the hearts of the viewers and makes them feel about Chihiro's world. Viewers become inquisitive about Chihiro's whereabouts. And I think you have seen this film multiple times. If you have not, please see this film. And request goes again that please support my channel, subscribe, and press the bell icon so that you do not miss regular updates. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you and bye.